Hi class, Professor Dunbar here. Wanted to pop in and talk to you about some of the assignments that are coming up in the next few weeks. You may or may not know that during this course you will be creating a marketing plan. And as a part of that plan, you need to decide in the next couple of weeks what service or product you would like to focus on for this marketing plan. So it can be something that you use on a day-to-day basis that you like, whether that's a camera or your phone or your car, um, any type of grocery item that you shop for. It could be any sort of purchasable good or item that you like. Or it could be an item that you are interested in creating. So maybe there's a new type of pet product that is not on the market that you are interested in making and would like to create a plan for. So that's one idea. The second idea is a service. So if you own or operate a consulting business like a tax business or lawn service. I had a business where I did marketing and communications consulting for brands. If you have a business idea like that, or it could even be esthetician type of services or HVAC. If you have an idea like that you would like to create your marketing plan around, you can use that as your focus. So as we go through, we're going to have a bunch of different pieces, I'm going to say, that we're focusing on. And at the end, you'll put all those pieces together and then you'll have your marketing plan. So the first one is coming up in not this week, but next, I think. And it is a focus on the customer and the buyer. And with that, you are going to be looking at your key product or service and considering who your focused buyer is going to be. And one thing I will tell you right now that drives me crazy is when someone tells me that everyone is their buyer. That could not be more wrong. And you'll learn that as you get further into marketing courses and even your marketing career. There's a very definite focus on someone who is specific to your product or service. If you're a tax accountant, everyone is not your buyer. You will not have teenagers. You may not even have 20-year-olds in there doing their taxes with you. You might have a lot of senior citizens who need help with their taxes, or people that English isn't their first language and need help understanding tax code and the tax business. So please do not tell me that everybody is your customer, because that's just one thing that will drive me nuts, and you don't want to do that. So that's the one point. First point, I have some notes over here that I wanted to make for you. The second is there are very, very specific instructions in this on how to put these pieces together. And you'll see that when you get into the assignments. I'm going to tell you right now, like, it's super specific about use this font. It has to be this, size, etc. I do care about what size your font is. I'm not super picky. If you like Calibri versus Times Roman, that's fine. As long as I can read it, don't use something that's unreadable. And then the second thing is, if you have access to something like Canva or Adobe, I believe it's called Adobe Express, or another design program of some sort, and you want to use that to put together a portion of the assignment, I'm completely fine with that. You are in a marketing course, and that does mean that you can have some leniency with some creativity. So, and I'd like to see that. If you do not, that's okay too. Don't worry about it. Just do it in a Word or a type of document. It does say in the first one to find photos of who your customer would be. And I will tell you that when you are doing school projects, we have permission to go on a site like Google and go into photos and find a photo that you think represents whoever your customer would be, as long as you give attribution to them in your paper. So, for example, if you find a photo of a person on Google that would represent your audience and you would like to use it, and it is posted on ESPN, let's say, then underneath the photo you would say courtesy ESPN. That's all I need to see. And that way you can find the specific photos that would work best for your project. These papers will never go beyond me or a school environment. So there's no copyright issues when you're doing it internally for a school project. Let's see, I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. The next week or the next section of the paper you'll be doing will be an environmental analysis, and you'll do a SWOT analysis for that. And if you don't know what that is, it's a way of looking at your product and considering strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And that'll all be explained to you before you get to that point. I'm okay if you want to do a chart for that project as well. So, okay, hopefully I didn't say too much, and I really hope this was recording. So I'll post this. Have a great week. Thanks.